on this day in Seventh Adventist history, February 27. Quails the wild tumult of the troubled soul, and softly whispers peace. The sorrowing heart grows glad at thine approach, and spirits faint, fanned by the hallowed breath, revive and smile. From the rapt vision fades the world away, and saints, a union sweet, draw near to heaven. 6 days the Almighty labored with His word, but now His labors cease, and heralded by the clear anthem of the morning star, crowned with excessive glory, shine on high, the first Sabbath morn to greet its dawn. All heaven joined in univocal song. Mellifluous voices filled the balmy air, accompanied by harps of sweetest note, hymning the praises of creating love, and the bright glories of the day of rest. Momentous day. Its first observer He, the high and lofty one, whose fearful name gleams as a signet on its holy brow, alone ordained and sanctified by Him, and with His blessing blessed forevermore, went from the sacred mount, whose cloudy top and trembling base proclaimed the awful grandeur of its guest sublime. In thunder tones went forth the royal law, God's will to man made known in 10 commands. On that dread morn, while to its center shook the steadfast earth and Israel in dismay, turned from the fearful sight, nor could endure the voice of Him that spoke the great decree. Unchangeable was passed on all below. 6 days may work be done, but on the 7th, which is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, thou and all them shalt rest. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth and all therein, and rested on the 7th, and hallowed it. Based on this grand foundation, stand secure. The Sabbath of the Lord. And who art thou, that rashly dream'st to pluck this fabric down, and on its ruins to erect thine own? Thy blessed, thy sanctified, short-sighted man, canst thou command unnumbered worlds from naught? Or canst thou thunder with a voice like Him? Then mayest thou think to change the law divine. Thy weakness know, and know that God is strong, and jealous of His glory, and who dares with impetuous hand to touch His high renown? Shall His displeasure prove, and taste His ire? Blessed all, immortal day. Ah, it shall stand, unmoved amid the strife of mortal tongues. And while eternity, His mighty years, shall roll unnumbered over the earth made new, effulgent shine in glory's noontide ray, by nations who are saved, observed for awe. The first poem that ever appeared in the Review and Herald, number 4 of the first volume, January of 1851, was this poem written by Harriet Stevens of Paris, Maine. She would later marry Uriah Smith. On this day, February 27, 1911, Harriet Stevens Smith would die in Battle Creek, Michigan.